Hi everyone and welcome to the PlayStation Point. This is Kuno and with me today is Armando.
Hello.
And this week we're first actually going to talk about what we played this past week or two.
Yay.
So I finally went back to Disgaea 5.
hmm
Granted, I had to do it through remote play.
How was
So
that?
that was kind of irritating because it's like, here, I had to update PS4. I'm like, okay. Then I had to try to charge my PS Vita, which was like dead. Had no charge. And then I had to update that, then input a code from PS4 into the PS Vita for it to link. And I finally got it working after maybe half an hour.
hmm
Because the PS Vita won't turn on unless it has enough charge to like operate,
Okay.
which it
See,
didn't.
that's why you should keep another Vita just in case. That's what I do.
No, I just haven't played my Vita in months.
Oh. Okay.
Because I was just playing Corpse Party and then I finished it and I was like, okay, because I don't platinum games really, so I was just like, I'll just put it back.
Mm.
So then I pulled it out because I come home from work and it's like, back hurts. Don't really want to sit up to play video games. So I was like, can I actually do Disgaea 5 remote play? I can. Awesome, which I was doing last night, and sometimes it got a bit glitchy with the Wi-Fi, but for the most part, it's just really good. It's just like when there's big like attacks, like animation wise, it just is like, I don't know if I can handle this.
Did you ever get like a input lag?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Hmm.
I have like an HD Wi-Fi adapter that's like good enough for streaming. Like I paid $50 for it, so I mean like it should give me a decent connection between the router in the other room and the PS4.
And this guy is it's an RPG, right? So
Yep,
okay,
JRPG.
okay, so yeah, so try playing like a shooter with remote play. There's like crazy input lag. Um, I think the last game I played with remote play was Digimon. Because
Hmm.
see, I should have bought it on the Vita, but I ended up buying it on PS4 just to get the PS4 theme. Uh, so yeah, I should have bought it on the Vita because I've been playing that game on Vita through remote play.
I mean, like originally they did PS4 for a reason for Disgaea 5. It's just kind of like people were really mad they weren't going to release like a PS Vita copy, and I'm like, well, I mean, if you have a PS Vita, you have a PS4,
Yeah,
and remote play does exist, why are you complaining?
yeah,
I know,
it's like
rem-
Sony saying every PS4 game is technically a Vita game.
something like that. But I tried to play Rocket League for like 5 minutes on remote play.
Oh God.
It's a bad idea, cause like that
Yeah,
lag will be like, you'll be like going 1 minute, be like, and you'll be
yeah.
somewhere else, and you'll be like, what's going on?
Yeah, any fast-paced game with remote play, it can be a problem. That's why I usually just go with like RPGs, JRPGs, or let's say like story-based games like Telltale games, something like that.
Um, well, that game is on PS3 technically, but Steins Gate Zero, if it does come to English, will be on the PS4 and PS Vita.
Vita. Should get on Vita. Support the Vita.
Uh, I know that. I'm just like I'm not sure. Cause like I don't think I want to record it because like visual novels are kind of boring when it's just yourself. Like Phoenix Wright is funny to do with multiple people because Phoenix Wright is ridiculous, but Steins Gate is much more serious sci-fi visual novel.
Hmm. Okay. Or if you want to record, you can get like a PlayStation TV and then just buy the HDMI splitter.
I
That's
never
what
want to spend that much money.
I mean. You could probably find like a Vita TV or PlayStation TV for like $20, really, if you look for it. It's not that hard. And then the splitter is gonna cost you like another 20, but that's about it. Um, yeah. What other game have you been playing?
That was just kind of Rocket League and
Rocket League. Okay. I've been playing that too. I've been playing that too. I platinumed that game last night. So yes, I have the platinum now. I was playing with Kel on Saturday, just trying to get some trophies. That was fun. Um, Now that I platinumed it, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it because I'm really bad at that game. I don't. I can't go online because I'll get destroyed. I know it. Um, and what else? I've been playing on. Oh well, I'm waiting for Ratchet and Clank to arrive. Cause well, it's out today. When we're recording this on April 12th. But it's in the mail, so he'll get here later today. Um, and I think that's the only game I've been playing on a PlayStation system. Other than that, I bought Quantum Break for my Xbox One. I beat that game. It was pretty short. It was like probably like 10 hours long, even or maybe like 9. I really like that game. I, Now that I played that, I can't wait for like Uncharted because I needed to play like an action game, like a third person shooter. Because the only games I've been playing a lot are like Fire Emblem or Digimon, like JRPGs. That take a lot of time. So I needed like a short game. So I'm glad I played Quantum Break.
I think if I'm gonna do a short game, I'll just continue playing Twilight Princess.
Oh, that's a long game.
Really? I
Yeah,
think it's short.
it's a long, like 20 hours, maybe,
uh,
give or take.
Something like that. Like, I'm already at the Goron mines, I just need to beat the boss.
Hmm.
And that's maybe like 10 hours in.
See, so now even like 20-hour games are like like a like an investment to me because I mean I don't have that much time anymore, or at least at the moment. Once I'm out of school, I'll get into those games again. Um, but like Ratchet and Clank, I've heard that it's probably like 20 hours long. So yeah, I'm excited for that game though. Can't wait.
Yeah, Disgaea 5 is like at least 40 hours long, and I'm already like 21 or more like 22 hours in at this point. I just hit chapter 8, so I'm kind of like, well, I did want to play this because like previous installments, you could beat them in like 24 hours technically.
Hmm.
I don't know how some people do that, but they do.
Hmm.
Like there are different tricks to like leveling up, and with this guy at 5, there's like different ways of you know bringing up your character stats besides just like plain level grinding. So
Hmm. Um. So have you played Guacamelee?
no,
Have you heard about it?
yes,
Okay, so that's like a really good indie game. It's a pretty short game as well, but it's like really good. So if you like Metroidvania type of games, that one's a really good one. Um, I didn't play it on any PlayStation console. I played it first on Wii U when it got like the Turbo Edition or whatever it was called. I really enjoyed that. I'm thinking about going back and playing it on Vita so I can get some trophies for that. And I heard the platinum is like really hard, so I'll see about that. But that same studio is releasing a new game on Vita. It's a Vita exclusive. It's called Severed, and it's coming out April 26th. So I'm definitely picking that up.
mm.
It's like a first person dungeon crawler. It's kind of weird seeing them from going to a platformer to a dungeon crawler. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Um, so yeah, I think that's all that we've been playing this past 2 weeks, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. Um, are you looking forward to any games releasing this week or next week?
No, I'm afraid not. Like, I'm
Dark
just
Souls.
really picky that I don't play that shit for a reason.
You should try at least Bloodborne.
If you want to give me your copy, I'll go ahead and try it out.
I tried it. I bought it just on a whim, and I can't even get like past like the first area of that game. I keep dying. I'm like, meh. So I don't know. And I heard like Bloodborne is a bit easier than past Dark Souls games. So
A bit easier.
yeah. So I don't know. I want to get into that series though. It looks. I've seen like videos and it looks like really nice, but man, it's a really tough game. Um, I don't know what's coming out this week as well. Some updates for like Division and Destiny, but I haven't played those yet. Um, yeah. So, um, it was a pretty these two past couple of weeks were pretty slow in terms of news. We got some minor stuff, but of course we're not going to talk about everything on this episode. We're just going to focus on like the big stuff, you know. So, first, God of War 4. Some stuff was leaked by a website called Nerd Leaks. That, by the way, is down at the moment. Like for some reason, they took the website down. Like it's gone completely.
There was probably a cease and desist order.
No, I think he leaked that website leaked another thing, and that it wasn't this. It was another thing. I can't remember. Um, but yeah, they're down at the moment, and I don't think they're gonna come back anytime soon. But God of War, the stuff that he leaked some like concept art and some information about the game. So, um, apparently the new God of War game is gonna be based off Norse mythology instead of Greek mythology. Um, so I mean that's a huge change for the series. And I think they also showed like a version of the new Kratos, and yeah, he looks the same.
Let's just hope that the studio does enough research about Norse mythology to make sure it's fairly accurate,
Mm.
because there are going to be people who, grew up in the area where it originated from can be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like,
Mm.
if it's
See,
wrong.
see, I don't really play God of War games for the mythology. Like, I'm like, okay, take liberties with it. Sure, whatever you want to do with it. I don't really pay attention to that in this type of game because this is like a button smasher, like a over the top action game. Um, and so the rumor states that the God of War this game God of War 4 it's probably going to be revealed at E3, and that it will release and will take advantage of the PlayStation 4.5 or PlayStation 4K, whatever they're calling it right now. So it seems like this is one of the big games for Sony this holiday season. And yeah, I think Santa Monica is the developer that makes these God of War games, and the, it's been a while since the last God of War game came out. I think it was Ascension. I think it came out 2013 or 2012, I think. The same year as The Last of Us.
Hmm.
But yeah. Um, have you played any God of War games?
No, I know my brother has one, but I just haven't touched it. Like, I know he bought it because it was on sale, but because, he works full time as an engineer, isn't exactly had all of the time to play the games he wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, he takes an hour to get to, where he works. And, like, that's gonna change this summer, but until, like, I know where I'm going, he's not, figuring out exactly where he's going quite yet. So it makes a difference when you live like an hour away from your workplace or like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I've I think I've played all the I've played the main God of War games, so like 1, 2, 3, and I played I think it was Chain of Olympus on PSP. I didn't play Ascension. I didn't play the second PSP game. I'm blanking out on the name right now. Um, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the series. I mean, it's fun for what it is. Again, like an over-the-top action game. Um, but I'll definitely try this game out. Especially, I want to see how it looks. I want to see how it runs.
I mean, if it's on the PS4, it's probably gonna look gorgeous.
No, especially because they want to take advantage of, or rumors state that they want to take advantage of the new PlayStation 4 system.
The PS 4.5.
Or I hope they just call it like the PlayStation 4 remastered, like they call all of their remastered games.
That's fine.
PlayStation 4 remastered.
Just as long as it isn't a title like the new 3DS.
Yeah,
Like,
something confusing. You never know though, because Apple did that with an iPad. So,
oh my god.
and it's Apple. I mean, I see the new 3DS theme coming from like Nintendo, but from Apple, they did that before. So
It's called when Steve Jobs passed away, Apple was never the same.
mm,
Let's just agree to that.
yeah. So yeah. Um, God of War 4 will take place in um will be based on Norse mythology. So you'll be able to kill more gods because I'm pretty sure Kratos killed all the Greek gods. So yeah.
The Pantheon. It'll just be like they're gonna have an interesting setup with where things are because like if you go look at like a chart of what Norse mythology like is supposed to be like the places, it's kind of weird,
Yeah.
but it'll provide for some interesting areas.
And yeah, so we're not sure if the main character of the game is gonna be Kratos or maybe they're gonna go like the Zelda route where just the hero reincarnates. This in this case, the God of War or the murderer reincarnates. Um, so yeah, we'll definitely learn more about this game at E3, which is a couple of weeks away. Actually, can't wait for that. Mm. Um, so yeah, do you have anything more to add up for this topic?
Nope, we can move on to the PS4 update that we got recently.
Yeah. So we got a new PlayStation. It's the PlayStation 4 3.50 system software update. Um, it had some pretty good changes. Something that I was really hoping for, and let's talk about it real quick. So new features. You can set your status as to appear offline when you're online. So if you want to be bugged, you can just set it offline. So that comes in handy. Then, just like, remember when on PS3, whenever a friend went online, it would notify you?
Yeah.
You can do that now. You can set your,
Notifications
yeah,
as off.
yeah, or you could go to a friend and
Mm-hmm.
set it, to notify you when he's online or he or she is online. So, that's pretty neat, especially if you have a group of friends that you play with often. So that's a pretty neat feature. You can
And then
also.
we
Go ahead.
finally have remote play for the PC.
Oh yeah, remote play. There's actually another thing. So user scheduled events. You can now organize an event, put it on your calendar, and just choose the game that you want to play together and all that. So, and you can register more members during that setup. And yeah, and the other big update, like Kuro mentioned, remote play for PC and Mac. So that's big. Um, we haven't tried it yet, unfortunately. Um, but I mean, it's just remote play. I'm not sure how well it works or if it works better than the on the Vita. Um, but do you really want to play games on like PlayStation games are on your PC?
Well, I mean, like, I don't see why I would, because, like, I have the PS4. I have, like, the monitor set up for it, so, I mean, unless I have like a nicer chair set up at the moment, then no, I don't want to do that. I want to like lay in bed. So I mean, I don't understand the point in going to like PC or Mac if you have a Vita. If you don't have a Vita, okay, fine, but you're still sitting in like a chair or a couch or whatever. So like, what's the difference?
Hmm. Um, I guess just the convenience of like maybe you take your laptop to your school, college, and you're waiting for your class to start. You can just um, play a game through your laptop at school.
That depends like how well it works.
Oh,
'Cause
it
it has to have a
depends.
connect.
It depends more
Like,
on the
'cause you,
Wi-Fi connection than anything.
yeah, and if anything, if you're a college student, you probably already know this. Your school's Wi-Fi shit.
Hey,
So unless
what
you're
if?
paying
Yeah,
for like your own little Wi-Fi setup,
yeah.
like that's what 20 to 50 bucks a month, then it's like, is that even worth it?
Some people do that. Some people even pay for it, like internet on a tablet, which I don't really get, but hey, more power to you. Um, so yeah, so it works on PC and Mac. I don't know if I'll ever try it out because so this feature is well, it was made available on Xbox One when Windows 10 came out.
Well,
So
yeah, because Windows 10 is supposed to be able to play Xbox One games.
yeah, so you can, yeah, what that means is that you can just stream the Xbox One game on your PC, and you control it with your controller, and that's about it. I tried it with like Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I it didn't really work that well. Again, because it was like an action game, like a fast. Well, it's not like that fast paced, but it relies a lot on quick actions. And I noticed like a noticeable input lag right away, so that will really hinder your experience. Just like
I think
any remote play game on Vita, to be
I think
honest.
that's the problem is that like remote play is not at the point where it can play smoothly as it was on the original console. And really remote play is for people who have like multiple people in a same like house or apartment that want to use like your one TV or whatever. So that's why remote play kind of exists, but it doesn't really work that well if the connection's like kind of shit. So I mean like
Yeah, and and then the other problem with remote play on Vita is that a lot of games aren't really mapped. The buttons aren't really mapped out well on the Vita
Oh yeah,
controls.
yeah,
Like,
because like you don't know, like unless you look this up, you won't know that the center of the screen is the pad button for the PS4 controller. You know,
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, and just a few games, especially shooters. So a few shooters actually work on implementing like controls for remote play on Vita. And two examples are Destiny and Fallout 4. Those have like really good remote play controls, but again, it's not the same as playing with the DualShock 4. So that's like the only reason why I don't play like action games, shooters, or whatever on Vita through remote play. If anything, I'll just try out JRPGs because that's easier to, just lay around bed, having your PS4 in another room, and you can just play through that.
Oh, I have it in the same room. It's like not that far away, but I still get sometimes where the Wi-Fi is like, because like my brother's using the Wi-Fi too
Mm,
on his PS Vita.
yeah. Um, I have my PS4 in another room, so that's the only reason why I started using role play to play like Digimon. Um, but yeah, and I'll definitely use that for like Persona 5 when it comes out because I got used to playing like long RPGs on a handheld. I don't think I can even go back to play like those kind of games on a TV anymore.
See, I'm not sure when Persona 5 is coming out, and I don't know if I'll have to pack up my systems by then. Because I really just don't know what's gonna happen this summer. So I'm like,
I don't think
I'm
it's
gonna.
gonna come out this summer, so I think it should be good.
Not another delay.
So if no, if anything, it'll come out in fall in Japan and early 2017 here, unless they want to do like a worldwide release or like close to Japan's launch.
I think they
But I
want
really
to do
doubt
a
it.
worldwide release though.
Really?
I feel like that's what they want to do at this point because like everybody wants it so much. So I mean
Well,
like
it by worldwide release, it would only be North America and Japan, because Atlas doesn't publish their own games in Europe.
no NAS or Europe does that.
Yeah, and that's why it usually takes a while for them to get like Atlas games or Persona games. Um, by the way, have you heard that Sega is publishing Atlas games now?
Yeah, I heard that now that the company's been fully turned over, they can do that.
That's it's gonna be weird seeing Sega's logo on a
I mean like that,
Persona 5 box art.
but we've known for a long
Okay.
time now that Sega bought Atlas from Index because Index was like, we have to go bankrupt, so could someone take them, please?
Yeah. I'm glad Sega got them though. I mean, it was at first it was like, oh, Sega got them. Oh, okay. Hopefully they don't go under or something. But
No, they don't plan on changing Atlas because they
yeah.
know what Atlas does is good. It was more like that's gonna make them more money because they already make a lot of money in software sales with Hatsune Miku, and now it's like, oh, we have Persona, yeah.
Oh, by the way, another game that's gonna come out probably summer. I think that's what they said. Um, Hatsune Miku Project Diva X. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Vita and
I
PS4. Yes.
Do you
So
know if they
excited.
have still have that star thing from the
Oh no,
last one?
they took it out. They took it
Thank
out.
God, I
I
hated
know. I
that.
hated that so much, especially in the Vita version. Oh my god.
Oh, so
Did you
stupid.
play it on Vita?
I think I played it on like both testing it out, and I was just like, I hate this stupid start thing. Cause like, I played on the PSP originally in Japanese, and I was like, I can do some of this stuff. Like one thing I could do on Extreme and like did really well on. But like you had that star, and I'm just like, one more thing to do. My brain can't handle it.
I think it's easier on PS3 because I think you just use the sticks to do the start thing, the swipe.
Yeah, you do. You
But
just
on Vita,
you
you have to use the screen. And it gets so annoying, especially when you have to do like long combos, uh like back to back, and you're just swiping the screen like really fast. And sometimes it doesn't take it, so it doesn't take the input, so it's so annoying. Um, yeah, I wish they would have done something like in Persona 4, Dancing All Night. Um, it, it has some of those like swiping moments, but you can use the sticks. And I use the sticks.
I still need to get that Persona 4 game.
Oh yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I think I'm gonna start off my Japanese version so I can get the platinum for that. Yes. But yeah, Hatsune Miku, Project Diva X. Can't wait for that. Apparently, all the you know how in past games the songs it was like a short music video, right?
Yeah.
Now all the songs take place in a stage, so it's like they're giving out they're like you're playing through a concert, basically.
There's this like funny animation where like if you mess up with like Teddy and Yosuke, like I think Yosuke lets Teddy die or something. And I was like, what the fuck?
In Persona.
In Persona 4 dancing.
I
I remember
can't
seeing it
remember.
on Twitter, and I was laughing for like a couple minutes straight.
Yeah, I can't remember that. But yeah, Persona 4 Dancing All Night is like it's a really fun rhythm game. It's a Vita exclusive, so please guys go check it out, support it. You could buy the limited edition on Amazon pretty cheap. That comes with like a pouch, like a keychain, and I think it's a decal for a Vita Slim version. But yeah, go check that out. It's really fun. I recommend it. See, I want to play it now.
So
uh,
how about we move on
oh yeah,
to the PlayStation Plus lineup?
yeah, we got off topic really fast.
Oops.
Uh, hold on, I lost it. Sorry, guys. I clicked on another thing and I lost it. So PlayStation Plus for this month includes, so on PS4, Zombie, Zombie, so Zombi. That's how you spell it, Zombie. So this was Zombie U on Wii U. It was a launch title for Wii U that got uh, ported to Xbox One and PS4. So yeah, I mean that's free, so you could try it out. I A lot of people like that game on Wii U. I know, I feel why I get why they like it, because they have some pretty good moments, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. Um,
I thought people hated it.
some people really like it.
Okay.
I know a lot of people that really like it. The only thing that I liked about the game was the multiplayer. That was pretty fun. Um, I don't know if they kept it because the multiplayer on Wii U. So for that, someone had to. It was like a defend a point, like tower defense, basically. Someone with a gamepad would summon zombies on the field, and then the other player would use a pro controller and then just um, clear the waves. So I really thought they kept that, but I might be wrong. So I might try it out just for that. And another PS4 game. Let's
Is
see,
Dead Star?
Death Star. Yeah, Death Star is another PS4 game.
Do you know what that's about?
I do not.
Neither do I, 'cause I was like, what is this game?
Yeah,
And
so
there was no summary when I checked on it. I was like, okay.
let me. It's a. Hold on. Let me check it real quick. It's a team-based space combat game. It says select from a variety of unique ships as you engage in intense 10v10 dogfights, capture outposts to expand your presence, gather resources to upgrade your defenses, and discover secrets buried within galactic battlegrounds. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sure. Um,
For
so
PS Vita, we have shoot.
sheet. Wow, how do you say it?
No, no, it's not even like the proper. It's like shoot Shimi for the PS Vita, and then a virus named Tom for the PS Vita.
Yeah. So the first game that you mentioned that I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. That's also on PS4 because it's cross-buy. So technically,
Awesome.
technically you have like three PS4 games, and then the PS3 games. One of them is I Am Alive, and the other one is Savage Moon TM. Uh, Trademarked. I don't know anything about these games.
Now, the only reason why I even turned on my PS3 was to buy JoJo.
Oh yeah, because everyone doesn't sell. Yeah, I was gonna get it, but I'm like, nah.
Well, like the problem is that like I didn't because I was logged on to my PS4, it wouldn't let me buy the game for my PlayStation app, and I was like, that's great. I had to dig out some stuff to like turn it on, or at least like to plug it in the controller.
Well, you could have just bought it through like the app
No,
on
it
your phone.
wasn't letting me.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, because I was logged on to my PS4, and it was like, oh no, we can't let you buy it, even though like my credit card was attached to it.
No, that's weird. Hmm.
Like the reason why I think my trial like didn't automatically subscribe on my credit card was because my old credit card was on there, and I was like, oh okay. But then I put my new credit card on there, and I was like, should have been fine.
Mm.
So apparently, like for security measures, like it doesn't like you logged onto like one of your systems.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens like that with a PS3. If you're on another PS3, it'll just log you off. Same thing happens with Vita, I think. Um, so what do you think of this month's lineup?
I don't really think it's that great. It's just kind of sad. Like, I know we're gonna come into the summer drought for video games in the next couple months. I'm like, okay, but we still should have some like decent releases. So, are eventually, are we gonna get Ratchet and Clank as like,
That's gonna take a while.
yeah, like when are we gonna get that for PlayStation Plus? Because I'm kind of like,
Years.
I'm like, I just got PlayStation Plus, and I'm like, these are the games for this month. Like,
So
I'm
take
disappointed.
yeah, yeah. I could see why like a new subscriber would. You're a new subscriber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see why a new subscriber would be disappointed with the lineup. In the past, it had way better games to offer. I'm not saying that these games are like bad because we haven't tried them out, but they're not like names that
We
catches
recognize.
yeah or catches your attention real quick. Like let's say Infamous, like when that was a PlayStation 3 free game on PlayStation Plus. Um, but yeah, I can see why new subscriber would be disappointed for with this lineup. Um, yeah, and like you said, when are we gonna get games like Ratchet and Clank? For Ratchet and Clank, it's gonna take years because just I mean just what's the PlayStation 4 launch title that came out? Clank, no, the platformer.
I don't remember.
It was like really bad, or
Um,
it got really bad reviews. Oh,
I know it was something that people were disappointed with. Like, it got really hyped up, and then like when the game actually came out, they were like, "Oh, this
yeah,
isn't really like great."
yeah, because
And there wasn't that much for the PS4.
yeah, because it got like knack. It's called knack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so yeah, clank. So knack. Yeah, so that hasn't been a PlayStation 4 game yet. I think it was in Europe, but not here. So yeah, when is that coming out on PlayStation Plus? A lot of
Huh.
people refuse to buy it just because they know it'll be on PlayStation Plus eventually. Because you can probably find that game for like $20 or 10 if you really look hard enough to find it. Um, then another game that hasn't been there yet is Killzone Shadowfall.
Hmm.
That was launch title. When is that coming out to PlayStation Plus? So I mean, it doesn't have those types of games like AAA games from them on these past couple of lineups, but I think they could do better.
Yeah, this might just be a bad month for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe next month or maybe the month of E3 they put like Knack, Killzone in the same week. You know?
Oh, E3, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Um. So I I just hope they start offer more of those types of games. I mean, I like getting indie games from them through PlayStation Plus because some of them are really good. But Zombie, come on, Zombie.
I think like right now it's not really a good idea to put that game on PlayStation Plus because like we already went through the whole like craving of like zombie games, so I'm kind of like, well now that's kind of done, and I'd like to move forward now.
Well, I don't think they decide based on that. Um, I mean, Zombie just because Zombie came out recently on PlayStation 4, so it wasn't like a launch title like other games were. Um, but they could have chosen another more recognizable game than Zombie. Um, and again, I don't think no one knows how PlayStation Plus works. How do they decide? Do they just have like a dart, like a they just throw a dart to like a board somewhere and that's how they choose? We don't know, and we don't know how the developers are paid through PlayStation Plus. Um, and how Sony even manages to keep doing this because, to be honest, they give a lot of free games. So in the end, you're getting your money's worth for the subscription. But if you don't really care for the games that they're offering, you're gonna have a hard month with that. Like not a lot of good games to play that much.
I think it's because like a lot of people really use it for playing online multiplayer like Rocket League, which is what I do.
Yeah.
But what I would have liked was like, what was it? Dishonored HT. I would have totally gotten that.
Um. Yeah. That would have been fun. So I'm looking through the PS4 lineup here. And I'm not seeing any like with like a AAA title that hasn't been given out. I guess the last big game that was given out was like Grim Fandango Remastered
Eh,
or The Walking Dead Season 2.
eh,
Then Broken Age was one of them.
eh.
Uh, yeah, Rocket League. That's like the last huge game that they've given out. Rocket League, and that was special. That was special because they gave it out like the month it released.
Oh yeah, because then it went
Yeah,
crazy. Like,
and that's why Rocket League is like popular now because they people got it for free when it came out, and then they just loved it and kept playing it. Um,
yeah.
yeah, so I'm not seeing any like big games here. Yeah, that was probably the last one they gave out because past months they gave out like Infamous First Light, Transistor. They gave out Guacamelee, Towerfall. Towerfall is a fun game. The Binding of Isaac, which I missed. I didn't have PlayStation Plus that month, so I missed The Binding of Isaac. But then compared to like PS3 has a bunch of like really good games through PlayStation Plus. Um, I've been a subscriber for I'm not sure, probably for three, 2 years, 3 or 4 years, I think. Um, so I have a lot of like good games on PS3 just through PlayStation Plus. Um, I hope it'll get there to that. Um, I hope the PS4 will have that kind of library through PlayStation Plus eventually.
I, I mean, like, I think it'll just take time with development. 'Cause it's obviously the PS4 is a seller. There's no doubt about that, but it's really just development time. So at this point, development time is getting to be more like at least 3 years, if not 4. And so, really, it's just kind of like, well,
Yeah,
games
but
don't take 2 years anymore.
yeah, but yeah, that's for like any type of game now. But just to wrap up on my point, yeah, it was a pretty, I guess, pretty disappointing lineup for the month of April through PlayStation Plus. We'll see what we get next month. Hopefully, it'll be something better. I'll definitely try out like Death Star. I'll try it out. You know, I usually try out every Vita game that gets thrown in there because some of them I end up really liking. So I'll definitely try out like the virus named Tom and that other game that I don't want to pronounce. Um, so yeah, let us know what you guys thought about this month's lineup. Did you like it? Do you hate it? What do you want next month? Don't say Uncharted. Please don't say Uncharted because that's coming out next month.
Say something that they can actually, give to the
Yeah,
PlayStation Plus subscribers.
yeah, like The Order.
Oh my god, that
See,
one.
I would love to get The Order through PlayStation Plus because I don't want to buy it.
Well, not after like what happened with it. No.
No, no, and the only reason I want it is because it's a really easy platinum. So I'll play through it. I got the platinum. I'll be happy. That's all. I'll be happy with the platinum. Just give me that. Um, yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of platinums, Rocket League was my 18th. So 19th, I think it's gonna be Tales from the Borderlands because that's an easy one as well. Or if I end up like really liking Ratchet and Clank and it's like an obtainable platinum, I'll do that instead. And the 20th platinum is gonna be hard. So that's no matter what, that's gonna be Persona 4 Gold, Persona 4 Golden, no matter what. So that's gonna take a while.
Maybe this summer I'll restart my 100% playthrough and actually finish it. So you have to really be careful about finding a guide that's accurate. I fucked up and I didn't realize this for a bit, and I was like, fuck.
Are you going for the platinum?
Well, yeah, I might, like, if I'm gonna do a full 100% true ending, I might as well get every other trophy I haven't gotten already.
You haven't played through the true ending yet?
No, I'm only on my second playthrough.
Oh, I did that in my first one.
I didn't. I was like, I just wanted to enjoy the story, but I got one of the bad endings.
See, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that first, but then I typed it. I was looking for a song on YouTube, just a song from Persona 4. So I typed in Persona 4, and then you know how it autofills, like gives you like options to
You
autofill it.
messed up.
Yeah, I put Persona 4, and then it said, I'm not gonna say the name of the character. It says this character dies. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you do not touch Google when it's
Oh yeah.
like Persona or Danganronpa. Like Danganronpa especially, do not touch Google.
Yeah, I also got a spoiler from Persona 3 through Google. Cause you know Persona 3 FES
Yeah,
it it's a slower game than Persona 4. I mean, it feels slower, of course, because
it
you know it's predecessor. But so I didn't want to play it again. I like that game. I really like that game, but I don't want to play through it again to do the like all the social links and everything because there's no trophy. So why would I do that? Uh, so I was looking for a social link guide, and I typed in Persona 3, and same thing happened. This character dies. Fuck.
yeah.
So
You you really like Persona and Danganronpa are very much like don't touch Google.
yeah,
Have someone else Google it for you and like look through it and then give you what you need.
yeah,
Like because for some reason like for Danganronpa the Japanese players are like we will post up to the first chapter and that is it. American people for some reason they're just like oh well we're gonna post everything because
yeah.
like it doesn't
Works.
matter if it's spoiled and that's like the Japanese fans are like no we want you to like really play it.
Yeah,
And so, like, I've been kind of divided because it's like, it's cool that people have been doing a Danganronpa Let's Plays, like, to see the reaction to some of the ridiculous things in the story. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I don't want to be spoiled
yeah.
if I'm playing it.
So let's plays are a huge problem just for that because some let's players don't care if they're spoiling something. Because to be honest, it's the game is not going to be spoiled if you just you have to watch the video to be spoiled by it, you know. But some people, and I'm not going to name names because I know who that is, who the guy I'm talking about or the person I'm talking about. Oops. Uh, um, they put like on the part of the thumbnail they put like the spoiler on it. So I'm speaking of I was it wasn't a spoiler to me because I had already been in Splatoon. But once you're playing Splatoon through the story, you don't know who the main like bad guy the last boss battle is with, you
Yeah.
know. So once you get to that, it's a huge surprise, and it's oh my god, it's this guy, or you're surprised how he looks and what he does, you know. But on the thumbnail that the video of the guy that posted it, he created the thumbnail with the guy and what he, like this with the stuff that he uses. So and with the name, he even named it.
Yeah, and some people have very different opinions about spoilers, which is kind of like why I try to get like if I'm doing thumbnails for YouTube videos, which I haven't done in a while, but I try to make it more of like something to give you an idea about what the characters like we're playing with versus something that like I screenshot and took and played with Photoshop with.
Yeah. Yeah. So just look out for a spoiler, guys. I don't think we've spoiled anything on Blaziken yet. Or well, unless you watched this month's episode of the Blaziken podcast where Kel and I talked about Batman versus Superman. I forgot to say spoilers. So, well, I think we did at one point, but then we just went at it. So, sorry about that. So yeah, I think that's it for our topics this week or for this episode. Is that it?
Pretty much.
Okay. So plugs for the episode, our Patreon page. Go check it out, please. Just go to patreon.com/BlazeKick and then you'll see what we have to offer. So the podcast that I mentioned before, the BlazeKick podcast, is a Patreon exclusive monthly podcast. So if you want access to that, you only have to pledge $1, just $1, and you'll have access to it. That's it, and you'll get a new episode every month. I think we're aiming for every first Tuesday, so yeah. And the Blaze podcast is actually really fun. We don't have a set like script with like news topics because we can't really talk about the news when we're only doing it like every month, you know.
Yeah.
So we bring our own topics to the table, then we just talk about the stuff that we want to talk about. Like on this month's episode, we talked about gaming journalism, adaptations like anime adaptations for manga and all that, and trophies, achievements. That's what we talked about. So definitely go check out our Patreon page, and again, pledge us $1 and you'll have access to the Basic Podcast. Pledge us $5 and you'll have early access to Nintendo Unleashed, to the PlayStation Point, and other future podcasts that we do on a regular basis.
But it's not only just you get access to the podcast. What you're doing is you're helping us get better equipment or having us be able to do more things together as a group.
Yeah.
Because we try to do as much content with the limited time we have, but if you guys pledge more and on a more frequent level, we can actually put more time into the Blaze Kick, podcasts, videos, or just any content we can provide, for our viewers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, like you said, you're not only paying for just early access or a podcast, you're helping us, you're helping Blaze Kick, you're helping the PlayStation Point, you're helping Nintendo Unleashed. So yeah, hope you guys go over there and check it out. And even if you don't pledge, I hope you still enjoy our content, keep up with us, what we do on a regular basis on Twitter and all that stuff.
Well, tell your friends about us, maybe they'll like our content too, and then we can, and then you can have something to talk about with your friend about what we say.
Yeah, you can leave a comment on the video. It could be any kind of comment. Just join the conversation. We're thinking of doing something for the community. We just want to see how many people we actually have. But yeah. So another thing that you could do, you could go to blazekick.com. That's our website. You could. I think Connor posted like a bunch of anime news. So if you don't know what's going to be on Crunchyroll this month or this upcoming anime season, you can go to blazekick.com and see all the updates. Because he posted probably 6 articles. Just know that. So yeah. Then you could also listen to the podcasts, the PlayStation Point and Nintendo Unleashed, on the website through an audio player, and you can also listen to it on YouTube, on iTunes, hopefully. Still working on that. Sorry for the delay, but still working on that. And yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/BlazeKickMedia. Leave a comment on our videos, share our videos, and yeah, just again, join the conversation. We want to know how many people we have in this community so we can organize stuff. Like tournaments. Like hangouts,
Streams.
Streams, exactly.
Or
giveaways.
play Cards Against Humanity and then Jackbox games. I know people like those.
Yeah, or Rocket League. Most of us here on Blaze have access to a PS4 or a PC or Steam. We can play Rocket League, and then we can play with you guys. Um, then follow us on Twitter. Kudo, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter handle is at demon_sorceress.
Hmm. Mine is at armsmxz, and Blazecake is at Blazecake Tweet. Yeah, follow us. You can see what we're up to. If you're listening to this on or before Friday the 15th, you can still enter a giveaway that we're doing with our good friend Mike. We're giving away a real amiibo. So, yeah, again, if you're listening to this before the 15th, you can enter it. Just retweet and follow us and follow Mike. And yeah, you can enter for a chance to win that. And we'll have more giveaways soon. More giveaways aside from just amiibos. We're thinking about all our community right now, so we're gonna give out PlayStation stuff, Xbox stuff, PC
Maybe
stuff.
some Steam keys.
Yeah, all of that. Not just amiibos, because recently we've been just doing amiibo giveaways. But yeah, I guess this is it for this episode. But we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye, guys.